Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to Caravan Sandwich. Now we've got a bit of a different episode this week. From probably what you gathered last time, we're about to hit another chapter. And I'm not entirely comfortable with the chapters jump. And the possibility of losing projects that you could have completed on the previous one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drive around. I've got two things I'm thinking about here, really, which is when you look at the quests. This one we could probably do some more, but maybe not. Maybe it'll only open on the next one. This one, though, has been active for a long time. Now, I don't think we can... we couldn't have done it all at the start because we couldn't get to some of these items without ripping doors off. Yeah, we couldn't have got to the sandwiches and the cereal bars. But I'm wondering if we can get the rest of the sandwich, do that now before we go into the next level, because we've got the situation where one of the nomads doesn't seem to be able to talk to us. It isn't able to do the next quest, and I'm wondering if we should try to complete this one first to have the feast or what it is with the nomads, and then we can progress on from there. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive around the map, searching through all the areas we've been to before, and maybe some of the ones we haven't, looking for doors to tear off and things that we can do that maybe we couldn't do before. And I will bring you back if anything really interesting turns up, like, you know, little side quests like finding equipment from that little robot who was collecting things, little missions like that. Anything really interesting, I'll bring you back for that. Otherwise, we'll catch up again in the future when we skip to the next chapter. Okay, we are over by the docks, and I've had a lot of fun ripping doors off. But then this one looks a bit more interesting, and I wonder if there's something more useful in here than just components in shipping containers, which is what I've been finding so far. Oh, okay, we have a place to park a truck. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Hiccuping. Why am I hiccuping? Heaven knows. No idea. Yeah, you're not happy yet. But what if I were to do this? Whatever this is up here. This switch up here. Oh, there's a component. We'll come back for that. We're going to come back down anyway because the truck's down here. How high do we have to climb up here? Let's have a look. We're getting goodies, if nothing else. I haven't found more things like more radios and stuff. I thought it'd be more common. Where's the switch? All the way up there. Can we get up there? Maybe. No, probably not, because there's a zip line going across. What's all this about, eh? So we can come back to anyway. We've marked it in our mental brain memories. Oh, and we got what we wanted though. We've got a sandwich, which is what we really wanted. See, up here, yeah, there's a thing that goes across. I need to get up there, and the only way to get up there... Oh, there's actually this turns that on there. Where's the switch then? There's maybe a cable up there somewhere past Soji's head, because that one ends on the rails. Yeah, I think we're gonna need the grapple thingy. But fine. Interesting anyway around here. Okay, we have just achieved peak sandwich. You should know they're more than 30 years old. They have tons of tough preservatives inside. Okay, I mean, fine. How many more do we actually need? We need the cereal bars, don't we? And let's have a look at the inventory. We've got 5 more cereal bars needed. I don't know where we're going to find those, but we'll keep on looking. Yeah, okay, well it's nice at least to do this. I should just rip off one more door over here. And there, we're by this dish we went to before, so it wasn't too bad. Or maybe the cereal bars are over there somewhere. Who knows? We'll worry about it. We'll do what we can now. And see from there. Interesting. We've got a new location strewn about containers. All these weird looking tank trap doodahs over here. We've got a fragile door, which I'm going to look forward to ripping off. Ooh, okay, that is pretty good. Now, that just looks like a ramp to me, like we're going to launch ourselves. What a strange... I made so many stories as a child about what this capsule might contain. And it contains a rare component. It's like a limb, doesn't it? Like a robotic limb. Couldn't you kids have got in here? Look, you could crawl in from there. What do you mean you didn't know what was in here? You could get in here. I guess maybe you knew what was in there, but you made stories about it anyway? I don't know. There's a component over there. There's nothing in these. What are these for? Are they launch containers? They look like something you'd launch into space. There's something inside them, which is what it could be if they were throwing stuff up there to do whatever around the sun. Found another one, but this is on one of those little machines that we... no, I don't want to do that. That we saw before, and I thought they were like little shuttles or something. Over by the aqueduct. It looks like a little shuttle vehicle, doesn't it? We pulled that off, but is there anything in there? Oh, we can get... No, we can get inside, look. We've got a super rare item. An exceptional component. They're like little shuttle vehicles. You've got like 3 seats in the back, 3 in the front. Looks like pilot and co-pilot. This is the Aqueduct Watchtower. How come we've only just got this now? There's another one up there, look. I don't think we could get up there before. I think we're missing some... I think we're missing, like, again, the pulley or something like that. We're around the back of... Oh, you see the little ground? We're around the back of... somewhere we went before, aren't we? I don't think there's anything down here. We went around the aqueduct before to do the jammer. I suspect there's at least one more. There's some more jammers as well by looking at the map. We'll try and get those later, probably on this run. Let's see if that makes any difference to the story at all. Again, we're trying to do as much as possible. Story. Did I go in here before? Is this where I got the... maybe where I got the archive thing from? For the for Thingy, who wanted their I don't know what I did in the previous mission now. To complete the last quest? I suspect I probably did. Although it's interesting how this is just ID'd now. It goes back outside? It does go back outside. This does feel a bit new. Sandwich or something in here? But this is pointless. There's nothing up here. Am I missing something? Ooh. Oh. There's a way down, it looks like. If we get all the way up, we can get... well, we won't be able to get all the way up. It will block us because we need a pulley, won't it? What's the term for that? When a game blocks you because you require a piece of technology. There's probably a term for that, isn't there, in a game design thing. Cock blocking is obviously what we're thinking of. It's not that. It's a very crude way of describing it. But, you know, we're being blocked by... we're being tech blocked. There you go, I've made up my own term. Oh, we found something, though. We found a cereal bar. Someone's been relaxing here. Doing scribbles, which is a sketch of the storm, I guess. That's... what's Yucca's workshop? She told me you paid a bit, but she never wanted to show me any of it. Is this where Yucca's been going to work? Is Yucca a plant? Are they a secret sandwich? Maybe? Okay. Very odd. We got a cereal bar anyway, which is what we really wanted. What we're looking for. Yeah, I'm making up a new term. I'm going to call it we're equipment blocked. We can't do what we want to do because we're missing a key. The only reason is because there's missing a piece of equipment. It's not there might be a physical blockage, but the physical blockage is easy to bypass if only we had component item X. We don't have item X because the game has decided not to give it to us yet. You see, this is why I should leave the recording running. We've just had one of the sandwiches appear in front of us and vanish off to the side. You know, the ones with the robes and the big hoods. Of course, she won't be there when we get there. But she was bloody well here a minute ago. We have been through here before. I thought we had, but it's weird that she would just appear there. It's a random thing, maybe, that they're just watching all over us. You might just see one if you enter a building at a certain point. It was kind of weird, though, to suddenly have them have them there. Yeah, I'm just investigating all the outskirts of where we think we can go. There's nothing to be over here. We'll head over to Labortech next and see what we can do over that way. Spooky, spooky sandwiches. Right, we've entered another jamming area. We haven't been over here before. A little patch of vegetation, which suggests to me that... there's about to say, I couldn't see properly because of the scanner, but we've got some water here. And this is probably a good place for a cereal bar to be found. And probably a little spot for someone to be sitting. It seems kind of restful. There's olive trees in the middle of nowhere. Well, they'll grow if they've got, you know, just a little bit of water. They can grow in some very dry environments. There's our cereal bar. We probably need about another 3 more, I'd imagine, at this stage. Little bedroll. Someone's been sitting here, staring across the peaceful sights. Well, I suspect this water is as contaminated as everything else is around here. Doesn't help that someone's parked something great big vehicle in it. Yeah. Scanner. There's bound to be a jammer around here somewhere. Where is it? I didn't care about components. These boxes and these contain a few components, as we've seen. They're not very, very interesting components. They are mostly... Oh, this one's blockable. Hold on. This one's got a block on it. They are mostly basic components, like the common and the uncommon. No, backwards me, that's an idiot. Anything in here? Just boring components again. Yeah, I was kind of hoping something more exciting than that. I need more interesting collectibles, game. I don't want too many collectibles. I don't want to be at the point where, you know, it becomes obnoxious. You know, Batman type obnoxious. You've got hundreds of things you need to collect. You know, these open world games can get like that. It is not a replacement for a story when you do that. But, you know, a little bit of something would be nice. That's the edge of the map. Where'd be this scanner then? No, get back in the car. There's a door over here. That's kind of exciting. Is there a door we can go into? It's a power one by the look of it. Which doesn't have power to it. No, it does not. Gotcha. Can we reach you though? Or is this the one we looked at before and we couldn't reach it because we didn't have... Maybe we needed the grapple, in which case we're perfectly sorted. Let's have a look what we need. No, this is one where the door... Move around the thing, you idiot. Where the door blocks us, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it. That's a real shame. Tantalisingly close. But also, although we can't get in there from here, I'm more interested by this, the detail on this. This is clearly a set of grinders in here. It's like a big set of grinding wheels, isn't it? So you feed material into this mining lorry and it grinds up the ore for partial processing. Kind of interesting, isn't it, really? I do wish we could get across here, though. Never mind. It's kind of interesting. Reminds me of the Renatos cave. In fact... There's a drawing up there. Look at that. Or is it? No, maybe it's not a drawing. It's just me, my brain trying to see things in the. I saw that up there, just above the rack. Can you see what I mean there? It looked like a figure standing on a cliff. Anyway, no, it's not a real picture. But these luminous dots remind me a little bit of the Renatos and their mycelium or whatever it is. So you've got some, and it's a little bit damp down here because you've got plants growing here and you've got stalagmites. It was wet at some point, but it ain't wet anymore. I'm not seeing mycelia here, but it feels like it might have been once, which is all the more melancholy for that. Toad's eye view. Climb on the giant Renato's head. Well, Aki told me I could have done this before, but I was having trouble on the mushrooms, the toadstools. But you know, I seem to have done it now. And our reward is a radio and a stringed instrument of some sort. And pitch black over here. It's not at all spooky. No giant frog is going to suddenly eat us, I'm sure. That looks like a lampshade, that one. Is that all we're going to get? I guess we found a radio, which is what we needed to find. We fulfilled the question mark that was in here. This is very interesting. I haven't been up this way before. I think I passed it on a previous thing and didn't actually know what was what it was. I was actually trying to head up here, but this place here didn't look like. A great big, looks like a big pneumatic drill molded into that thing there. Always fascinated by these wrecks when I was little. That's what you're going to say. Is it little robots, which we heard were possibly damaged by a virus that had been introduced into the network system? Well, we've got a couple of, you know, component stuff, but what else have we got up here? I mean, could I have got the truck up here to do stuff? It seems a bit crowded. I had a lot to do up climbing to get up here. Maybe there's possibly a way of getting the truck up here. We need to. I'm just looking out for more camps. I mean, I think we only need a couple more cereal bars. With 3 more. I don't think we're going to make it, you know. I could easily miss them, or they are, and I wonder if I've missed them, or they're locked away behind the next, you know, piece of equipment. And that's quite frustrating. At least you know when you see like a camp area, there's usually a cereal bar nearby, energy bar nearby. I'm wondering also now if maybe that we're deliberately set up so we can't find them all, and the nomad party will kind of be the last piece of the game. We're gonna do everything else, and then the last thing that will happen is we'll all sit around for a delicious campfire of mallow and very old sandwiches. I hope not, but I have the feeling like that might be it. New zone, forgotten passage. I've had a new zone for a while. I mean, I was wondering about. I mean, some of these question marks are annoying because I think they're locked behind things that we can't get to. But this one, we have been looking for a way to get around here for a while, and these look very different because that is a very traditional looking building. Everyone else is living in like refurbished and recovered places. Yeah, but this feels like a little old house that you might find, you know, you're travelling somewhere in Europe or South America or something, and you see a little place built into a hillside, and people have been living there for generations, farming goats or doing whatever else they're doing. This is what this feels like. It's very different. Left Cigar at the same time we did, but we didn't stay in touch. Okay, so you do know who it was. It's very sad. Very sad. What a beautiful place to live. There might be a forgotten passage, but it's not that forgotten. Well, do you remember who lived here? Well, this is new. So, we're between the croaking forest and the village. And there's a little passage we tore open a while back that sort of leads through here where you can drive through. But I never realised you could climb up here. I just really noticed these doors. But you can climb up here. I thought maybe the pulley was needed, but look at this. We have a new area that has not been unlocked yet. Can we do anything in here? Or is it just a collectible? We've got a radio here. It smells like dust in here. If it's only a radio, that's quite sad. Bunch of abandoned bits and pieces. Is that it? Is that all we're getting in here? I've got a great big dish thing, but it doesn't do anything. Is that all we've got? I mean, Actually found another location. Not what I was hoping for. I've come to a conclusion. We are not going to find the last cereal bars, I think. I'm going to have to either use a guide, which is frustrating, or otherwise, of course, we're going to have to use... we're going to have to just continue the story on and hope that I haven't broken anything in doing so. Yeah? Is probably the answer here. Because I don't know where else to look at the moment, where else we could go to find them, and I could spend a long time searching the map for it. I know there are places over here, I don't think I can get to them to do anything about it. Maybe I'll do one more pass of these over here to see if I can find anything for the cereal bars over here. We definitely can't get over here because this is jammed. Jammed. Those are blocked behind equipment. So yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so if I find anything else over here, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll bring you back next episode, and we'll push the story into the next stage, possibly the last stage. And we'll see, I'll go from there, okay? I am back after all. Would you look at this, the cheeky little bugger? This is where Curry was camping before. He's got a friggin' snack bar sitting here. The stupid old trouserless moron is sending us off to find cereal bars. He's got one lying around his camp, and even got the temerity to say, you don't want to root around in here. Where is it in here? Oh, you can't read it anymore. It says you don't want to root around in here. He's been at one other camp around here. Yeah, I'm trying to think. He started off over this way somewhere before he's gone over here. So now we only need 2 more, so we can check out his other camp. Ooh, hope strikes eternal. I spotted something. It's that red sheet again. I think we've been over here before. Oh my god, we only need 1 more. I just spotted it in the distance, blowing around on this ramp. As soon as you see these red markers, 1 more cereal bar. A teddy. I just spotted it in the distance. If only this is childhood memories from the past. We've got like 3 or 4 cuddly toys now. That's pretty good. I was hoping it was a cereal bar, but that was too much to ask. It's only a few minutes after I found the last one. Will you look at this? I don't know how I finished. Maybe you couldn't pick it up when you first got here. We're back at the train station where we started. I'm just wandering around trying to find things. I'm actually looking for Curry's original camp. Wondering if the git had left one around there. But we have them all. That's not the taste I wanted, but okay. Well, don't eat it. The damn things are poisonous, probably. Also, you need to be giving them for the feast we're having. There's got to be more than 10 of them around, I think, because I can't believe I was so lucky that I just found them all. I'm sure there's more than that, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because we got them anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to return these to Curry, and then we'll see. That's what I wanted to do. I mean, I should be happier. It's been a very long time I've been playing this. I should be happier that I found these things and achieved what I wanted to do. But I'm just kind of glad to get the collecting quest I've been done with. We've got the we'll return these to Curry, and then next episode we shall see what happens next, and then we will continue on with the story. Okay, you trouserless deviant, I have the goods. Well, I'm sure you'll be very happy about it. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Sit down, sir, you deserve a reward. Give me some components. Components for robots? What are you going to give me then? A sandwich? Well, no, I'm not a robot. Exactly! I've got a story for you. When I was young and still full of energy, I used to wear trousers and work in Segala's robot factory. With my team, we had to fix a robot. It was necessary for the whole assembly line to work properly. But the consortium was late on delivering materials. What could we do? We didn't have the proper wires and cables. I'm asking you, Sarge, what do you think we did? You disassembled another robot. Of course not, we're not monsters. Okay. You didn't use plants. Come on. That's not how cables work. That sounded dreadful. Okay. What a real bodge. Okay, fine. The Green Colossus. Is it an old movie? Anyway, I have to go, but thanks for the story, Carrie. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Okay, now let's do the next part of the story. I didn't realize there were individual bits of the story. What are you going to do with them? If you eat it as is, but with a bit of skill, you can turn them into something delicious. That makes me think of a story. Oh god, here we go. What is it this time? The team had to go to another construction site on the other side of Segala. See, so we need to use the consortium's underwater pods. Oh? You don't say. Pressurize the pod, we start the engine, and then, bam, clang, boom. The pod bumped into something, we ended up with a hole in the cabin. So you plugged it with plants. Didn't you? Chewing gum? Synthetic. Okay. So these things you want to eat, you use them to plug a hole in a seagoing vessel. They caused baldness. that's what got me, was it? Okay. Water. I put the mixture of the hole. A rudimentary cement. Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, except you're taking the cereal bars, so we won't be able to use them for anything. Okay. Now let's finally do the disgusting sandwiches. Is it for your weird cake? I guess that means yes. Oh, he's cursing at us. Now repeat. Smorgasstart? Okay, I've heard worse than that. The favourite dish of the person I used to be with. What is better than a sandwich? A giant sandwich to share. We were together for 17 years. We met in Space City. He was a really bright man. Way cleverer than he'd ever admit. When he wasn't working, he always had his nose in the book. I actually you got into reading. You didn't used to read. It's a weird statement, but okay. He ate one of the sandwiches and died? Oh, he was sent... Okay. He was there during the incident and it got him. He's not entirely gone. He's still with us in a way. In a sandwich? Or in the dust cloud? Oh, in the books I read. Okay, fine. What a beautiful way to see things. Right. What? What do you need now? Are we not done with the whole... Okay, so Carrie saved someone's... That's a fairly interesting looking sandwich. Please give us the story. We got Carrie's 3 other weird stories. You might have given us that story as well. A feast with curry, not burned desserts. Every time we pass through, it's kind of a tradition. And if I don't eat, I'm having to spend time with him. That reminds me. Serge, I really wanted to thank you for your help, so I decided to get something for you. Is it components? The frying pan? I'm disappointed. Well, I just don't see what I can use for it. Unless I've got some mushrooms I could fry out, maybe. You don't see what you can make of it, huh? It's just that you don't know what you can do with it. Well, she'll be able to cook vegetables, but otherwise I don't see what she can do with it either. The frying pan rightly belongs to Soch. It's meant for her. What do you mean? I said, I'll tell you everything. It's happened before you were born. It was a dark and stormy night. I woke up because of a noise close to my camp. A strange shadow was coming my way. Was it a frying pan? A sandwich? A kidnapper sent by the consortium? It would have been a bad idea to wait and find out who they were. I didn't think twice and jumped on my feet and grabbed this frying pan and hit the shadow. Bam! The bottom of the frying pan right to the face. With a comedy clang sound, I hope. That's extreme. So it fell to the ground, 4 broken teeth and a bruised beetle in the storm. Don't tell me that. You're the one who broke Pop's teeth. It was around the time when Basile had just arrived on Cicalo and gotten lost while going for a walk. After hours of walking, your father was dead tired and starving. That's when he noticed my camp and got a frying pan to the face. Okay, he could have gotten mad at me, but he's not the type to get bitter. So there you have it. That's why I insist that you take this frying pan, the war trophy. Well, I'm sure we can clang someone else with it at some point. Well, you know what? That was kind of nice. And possibly completely admissible. I suppose you could have finished the game without doing that. But, you know, that was alright. Hopefully we haven't got all the raging diarrhea from that disgusting food. But we do now have a frying pan hang on here. What about an egg? I wonder what else we could have picked up. If we'd have helped the nomads at the right time, maybe they'd have given us another present. Although, I would say it would have been nice if you'd cleaned the frying pan. I mean, you can't just leave food stuck to a cast iron frying pan like that. Never mind. That's going to make a terrible racket as we drive along as well. Right, okay. That was interesting. Next episode, we will push along the story, because I can't do anything else around here. We'll push along the story and see what happens next time. But that was... I'm glad we got that bit done. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. I shall catch you again next time.